Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome. Let me pop on for a little bit. And that's right, folks. Hello, everybody. It's Craig Dobson, live stream manager here, coming to you from Poker House Dallas with some bonus coverage for you here. It's Friday. Early Friday night. And we got a 2-5 game going on the stream in the arena. So while I have a chance to pop this over, just wanted to say thank you all for tuning in. And we're going to go right to the action right now. As we see a hand here with Dory, that's going to, we're just coming into the middle of this hand right here, folks, with we're just trying to let everything catch up. Here are the blinds. Remember, this is a 2-5. This is a 2-5 no limit game. Minimum buy-in of 500, max buy-in of 2,000. We got a full table here on this surprise Friday night stream. So we want to thank all of those that have been able to, from wherever you are in the world, whether it be Mexico City, New Mexico, New York, or York, Pennsylvania. Thank you for tuning in for us. We're just doing some updates in regards of our chip counts, as we've had a few new people that have set into our feature table. As you can see, we have one of our dealers, Rick, in the box, and behind him, as fortuitous as always, the Almighty, the Lord of the live string, the king of casting cards, the one and only Eric, the Almighty Anderson. Action's gonna be under Dory. She has King 10. She's going to make the call over to Poker Kenneth, who's got 2 3s. Wood with the Ace 8 of spades. He's going to make the raise to 25. Action's gonna be on. Oh boy, look out, folks. AC has AA. He's got 2 aces. He's gonna put in the drop. He's gonna put in the 3-bet here. He's gonna make it 50 to go. Poker Kenneth back with 2 3s. He's gonna call. Wood's gonna call with the Ace 8. We're 3 ways to a flop, folks. And the flop comes down 6 9 9 2 hearts. So far as AC with the aces, he's gonna put a big stack of red out there. That looks like that's 100. And quickly, Poker Kenneth dumps the 2 3s. Wood's gonna dump the Ace 8, and AC is gonna take this pot. Here are the chip counts, folks. I know the big blinds may seem numerous, considering the fact that we do have that it is a 2-5 game with a minimum 500 buy-in, max 2,000 buy-in. But we will be providing more information in regards on players here at this live stream table on this early Friday night here at Poker House of Dallas. As we go to our next hand, next is going to be on Soul High. He's got King 4 offsuit. He's going to lay it down. Vladimir's going to lay it down over to he's got the Jack 8. He's going to lay it down. Poker Kenneth, he's going to fold over to Wood, who's got the Craig hand. 7-8 offsuit. Alex is going to raise the 15 with Ace 10. Harper's going to make the call. Harper's going to fold. Dory's going to lay this down. And Wood, with Dory and Wood both call. And the flop comes 4 deuce 10. Alex's flop, top pair, top kicker. Action's going to be on him. He puts in the bet to 45, and it looks like it's going to go fold, fold. He's going to take down the spot. Here again are our chip counts. Action's going to be on Wood. He's got a suit connector, 10-9 of hearts. He's going to put in a raise. He's going to make it 25 to go. Alex with Jack 4 of diamonds. He's going to fold. It's going to go fold over to Dory, who's got ace jack. She makes the call, but so high. He's got the big duke. He's got ace king of spades. And he's going to put in the big raise, the big 3-bet. He's going to make it 125 to go. Wood with 10-9 of hearts now. I mean, a big suited connector. This is typically, these are the hands that you want to see, that you want to take to a flop, but now it's an additional 100 to make this call. He's going to lay it down. Dory with ace jack. And Dory folds, and So High is going to take down this pot. Here are our chip counts again, regards of the stream. Yes, we'll have this stream going for a couple hours for you on this Friday night. While you, if you have some open plans, come on down. We've got a lot of cash games going. We have this surprise 2-5 live stream that we made the list to put on. All this available and then some, all here at Poker House of Dallas. We're moving on to our next hand. Action is going to be under the gun for Wood. He's got Queen 3 offsuit. I think he's going to lay this down. It's going to get folded around over to Alex, who's got Queen 8 of diamonds. He's going to fold. It gets folded over to Dory on the button, who has the good buddy 10-4. It's not going to be good for her. So High with Jack 8. He's going to fold, and over to Vladimir in the big with 6-3. He's going to lay it down, and Poker Kenneth is going to take this pot. Here is the percentages of the chip counts in regards to everything on the table. I believe Poker Kenneth did buy in for the maximum. Action's going to be on Wood. He's got 7-5. He's going to fold. Over to check raise. He's got the Craig hand. He's got 7-8 offsuit, and he's going to make the call. Alex with Jack 8 of spades. He's going to raise it to 15, and AC picking up another big hand. He's got ace king. He's going to put the 3-bet in to 35, and Harper with a good hand as well with king queen. He's going to lay it down. Dory with the 5 deuce of hearts. She's going to fold. on the button. So high with 2 5s. He sprinkles in the call. And Poker Kenneth, he's got ace queen. He puts in the 4-bet to 215. Action back over to AC. Now, obviously, I mean, and it looks like he is making the call. And So High folds the 2 5s. So we are heads up. It's ace king for AC. It's ace king for AC. It's ace queen for Poker Kenneth. Here's the flop. It comes Jack 10 6. And the ace king is ahead, but each player needs the other person's card. Poker Kenneth needs a king for the straight. AC needs a king for the queen for the straight, and he moves all in. 4 on the turn, and a jack on the river. I believe they decided to run it twice. Poker 9 on the turn, deuce on the river, and it looks like the ace king is gonna win both sides of this run out and double through Poker Kenneth. Action already fast and furious at this 2-5 no limit 2-limit feature table. Here's our chip count by percentages for you. Oh, wow, look at this. Check raise. Under the gun, wakes up with the with the mega hand, 2 aces, and just calls. Alex with 8-4, he folds. Dory with 7-8 suited, gonna. No, excuse me. Check raise made it 10 to go. Dory calls with 7-8 suited. Poker Kenneth calls. And Vladimir with 6-3. Oh, wow. And check raise makes it 200 to go. Harper had 3 deuce. I think we're still having to follow back to some action, but it doesn't look like anybody did call down the check raises aces in that hand. Hey, we are getting some pings from some followers and a few other people. Thank you all for tuning in on this Friday night. We greatly appreciate it. Action going to be on Alex with the 3 deuce of clubs. He's going to make the call. AC with a suited 1-gapper, 9-7 hearts. He's going to put in the raise to 15. It's going to fold around to Dory with 76 trombones. She's going to fold. And it gets folded over to Vladimir, who makes the call with Jack 10. Poker Kenneth makes it with Jack 3. And Wood wakes up with 2 8s. He's going to put in the 3-bet. It's going to be 80 to go. Back to AC. I think he's probably going to let go of the 1 gapper. And Vladimir will let go of the connector. And Poker Kenneth, as well as Woods, going to pick up this pot.
Oh, 10 traps? Sorry, you had 25. Yes, thank you. You had 25. You raised. There you go. Thank you.
Was that the 6th pair of aces? That's been dealt 8 just there.
He was fast about it too. I didn't get change. I didn't get change.
Okay.
That's a blind. That's 2 blinds. What are you saying? I've had lots of pairs. Just not.
Moving on to our next hand, we got AC with the double down hand, 9 deuce, bet 20, gonna fold. Harper folds over to Dory with 7-5. She's gonna lay down. So high with ace 9 is gonna make the call. Vladimir with 6-3, he's gonna fold. Poker Kenneth with king 4 folds. Action on to Wood on the button with queen deuce of spades. Gonna make the call. And Alex and check raise both check. And the flop comes down ace 5-6. So high has flop top pair. Alex does have an inside straight draw. And the board pairs 5s. So high still with the lead with his hand with aces and 5s. Wood bets 20. So high calls, and the river was a 3. And the aces and 5s are going to hold up as long as he does. So high doesn't fold the hand. And it goes check, check, and so high is going to win the pot.
Not on this table. No. Not on the live stream either.
There, ladies and gentlemen, was our updated chip counts. Tells you how much each player has in cards and the percentage of what's on the table.
Yeah, I don't put you on overdraw or pocket pair, and I was like, if I lose to a lower pocket pair right now, no, but you have to leave the 200 back. You already committed. So I'm surprised you didn't show pretty close, but it doesn't work later on. I debated.
Action's going to be on Harper with the 5 deuce. He's going to fold over to Dory with jack deuce. So high call folds. So does Vladimir. He's going to make it 30 to go with ace 4. But check raise got ace jack on the button. Alex with excuse me, king 9 of diamonds. And AC is going to look everybody up with the 3 deuce of hearts. We're going 4 ways to a flop. With the flop that says 5, 9, 7. Alex has flopped a pair of 9s. AC has a flush draw. And so far it goes check, check, check over to check, raise, who checks. And the queen of hearts gives AC a flush. He bets 55, and check raise is going to make the call with the ace high with the nut flush draw. Here's the river. It's the 4 of hearts. No help. And AC bets 80, and check raise lays it down. Action's going to be on Dory. She's got jack 9 of hearts. She's going to make it 15 to go. It gets folded around to Vladimir, who's got big slick. He's gonna make it 35 to go. Check raise with the one gapper. 7-5 of hearts is gonna call. And Dory calls with the Jack 9 of hearts. We're going three ways.
Promise me, Simon.
Here's the flop. The flop comes down 5 Jack Queen. Dory's flopped a pair of jacks. Check raise has flopped a bottom pair of 5s, and Vladim has the inside straight draw the Broadway. A 10 would give him a straight. As we go to our, go to the turn, shows a queen. Pairs the board, it goes check, check, and the deuce of hearts, so that means Dory is going to win this pot with queens and jacks. As we go to our chat, we also have one of our tournament directors, Min, in the chat. Questions up. Where can I see upcoming scheduled games? Well, Robert, honestly, this is actually our third live stream cash game that has happened this week. We had one on Tuesday night, one on Wednesday, and now this was a pop-up one we decided to do for Friday night. Since we had a number of people that were interested in wanting to play, and 2-5, we decided to set it up and have a chance to do so. So my suggestion would be, when you have a chance, check any of our social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, still working on TikTok, and a few other things that we'll be more than happy to provide information for you. Or you can send us an email at info@pokerhousedallas.com. Everything action's going to be on Dory, who's going to make the call of Jack 7 against Poker Cannon's Jack 9. But action, as we continue action, we're just having to roll back a few things, folks, and we saw that the 3-bet did come through from SoFi for 100. And it was an all-in and a call. Poker Cannon rolls over the flop straight. And apparently, I guess SoHi had a set. And Poker Canada had flopped a straight, which was going to, and they decided to run it twice. And Poker Canada has won this pot. Yes, folks, that's as regards some other information in regards of the cash game, being that there are no missed blinds. You will be blinded in, even though action will still be continuous if you are not at the table. And we got a raise from AC with Ace Queen to 20. Dory with King Queen. Looks like she's going to put in the 3-bet. She makes it 70 to go. Back over to check raise. Who's going to put in the call? AC's going to make the call. We're 3 ways to a flop. We're 3 ways to a flop with ace queen, king queen, and 5-4. Oh wow, what a flop! Dory has flopped a pair with a straight draw. AC has flopped top pair with a straight draw, and check raise. Well, he needs a whole lot of help. Dory's going to bet out 100. And AC makes the call. 6 of spades. Wow, that not only gives Dory a straight draw, but it also gives her a flush draw. AC bets 150. Dory makes the call. Here's the river. It's a 3. And so far, AC with the aces and the king, with the aces and the queen. Dory checks. Action's going to be on AC. He bets 275, and he's going to win this pot.
He'll sit on one hand. He will sit up one. You've already paid. You've already paid. Yeah, you're good. You're good. This guy can't come in between the blinds. So he's
So
gonna
you're
sit.
small blind.
Again, folks, we're just waiting for the camera to ship. It's just a few minutes, and the camera, which will repan around. Technology is a wonderful thing, but also can be fleeting in regards to a few things with this live stream. Remember, we are still in its infancy in regards to our live stream, and as we look into our comments, Colt Cheney asked, "How do you get on the live stream?" Well, thank you for asking, Colt. How you get on the live stream is. Best suggestion would be either to reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, or send an email in regards to with all your contact information and the stakes that you are wanting to play at info@pokerhousedallas.com. We go to the next hand here at a 5-way pot, and Wood has flopped 3 10s, and it goes check, check. The turn is the 8, and no one looks like he's going to catch up to Wood with the 3 10s. So he's gonna put out a bet, and I believe it's going to go fold, 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 fold. It fold, and the fold as well. Dory's going to fold the 4 deuce. Poker Cannon's going to lay down the ace 9, or is he? He makes the call. Here's the river. It's a 6. No help to either player. Wood with the 3 10s. He bets 100. And Poker Kenneth makes the fold. Wood's going to take down this pot. As we do have a new player, Eric. Eric K. He'll have to forgive me that I do not want to butcher his last name, but we're just going to call him Eric K. He is the new player on the table. Once the camera rotation comes around again, you'll be able to see. There we go, folks. As you will see, our new players, action is going to be on check raise. He's got 10-3 offsuit. Excuse me, action's on Alex. He's going to fold. AC with the 3 deuce of clubs. He's going to make it 10. Harper with ace jack's going to make it 30. And Dory's got 2 aces. She makes the 3 bet to 75. It goes fold, fold, and now back to Harper with ace jack. And makes a very tough but correct laydown. Again, folks, this was a 2-5 no limit cash game. Minimum buy-in of 500, max buy-in of 2,000. Our new player Eric K did buy in 4,000. As he is rocking the, look like he's rocking the upside down Oakland A's hat. As you know, obviously, the Oakland A's, much like few sports in Oakland, are fleeting. As with the Golden State Warriors, the reigning NBA World Champion Golden State Warriors have moved out of Oakland into their new state-of-the-art arena in San Francisco. The Oakland Raiders are now the Las Vegas Raiders, as they have moved into their state-of-the-art stadium, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, and it looks like the Oakland A's, that's why we're having the upside-down A's, may be relocating as well, as talks of a on the strip baseball stadium is in the talks by the planning commission in Las Vegas. So wow, Vegas just came out of nowhere. They went from having no teams like 6 years ago to now they may have 3, possibly 4, if the NBA does plant a flag there. Action was gone check with this 10-6 of diamonds versus the Jack 9 of diamonds, and looks like the 10-6 is going to win the pot. Ryan Yannick asks, is 2-5 the biggest game you guys have there? As far as typically, it is our 2-5 game is the biggest. I do know that we do have a few other games that we obviously, if you had a chance to watch the stream, we did have a 5-5-10 game that on the stream on Tuesday night. But yes, typically 2-5 is the biggest game we have there. Although, Ryan, if you do have some players that are interested in playing higher stakes, drop us a line on any one of our parts of our social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or send an email to info@pokerhousedallas.com, and I'm positive we could be able, if you've got some players, I'm pretty sure from our reliable base of players that would want to play a bigger game, if you've got players, we'll put the game together. But I take that back, though. We do occasionally have a 30-60 mix game. That does occur once in a while with a number of players. So I'll take that back. It's not 2-5 is the bigger game, but we do have a 30-60 mix game as well here. As we have both players, both check raise with 2 9s, Vladim with 2 4s, with a board that reads Jack 5 Queen Queen. Yes, I will get in touch with Eric Anderson. Yes. That would be our my live stream guru. He would be the one in regards on anything like that. That is a good point of contact as well. Here is our chip counts, also by percentages as well. Action is going to be on Harper under the gun. He's got ace 9 offsuit. He's going to lay it down. Over to Dory. She's going to fold. Eric, he folds. Vladim, he lays it down. Poker Kenneth, he's going to make the raise with King Jack in the hijack. He's going to make it 30 to go. It's going to get folded around and check raise with Queen 9 of clubs. He's going to make the call. Alex with ace 10 offsuit. He's going to call. And AC with the 2 8s. He's going to speculate with the 2 8s. And we're going 4 ways to a flop. And the flop comes down 9-3-3. Check raise has flopped the pair of 9s. Alex checks. AC checks. And actually, Alex checks. AC bets 50 with the 2 8s. Poker Kenneth with King Jack folds. And check raise is going to make it 200 to go with the nines. He just doesn't believe AC has anything better than nines or 3 once he puts in that check raise to 200. Now, in some situations, you would think that sometimes 2-8s would be good with this board. But Eric makes the correct laydown knowing that 2-8s were not good with this board, and being that the fact there was one overcard and a pair and a flush draw. So there were at least 2 or 3 different combinations of hands that would be able to be ahead if it did not have, or that had a number of draw options that would have given him given the option to have the best hand. As we go on to the next hand, Dory will be under the gun. And it's going to go fold over to Vladim, who's picked up the 2 walking sticks. He's got 2 7s. Poker Kenneth is going to call the raise. Wood has Kojak. He makes the call. Check raise folds over to Alex, who's got 10-8 suited on the button. AC is going to fold the 9-6, and Harper with the double down 8-3 hand, he folds. We're going 4 ways to a flop. And the flop comes 8, deuce, 9. Poker Kenneth has flopped a pair of 9s. Alex has flopped a pair of 8s. And Poker Kenneth with the 9s is going to lead out for 50. Wood with King Jack. Gonna fold. Alex with the 8s, gonna fold. And Vladim with 2 7s. He's gonna lay it down. As Poker Kenneth flashes the King 9 and picks up this pot.
Thank you, everybody.
As we are in the middle of a dealer change, that shows some of the statistics. As we have a Brian in the box now for a little bit. Brian, one of our excellent expert and experienced dealers, being the fact he has dealt, it seems like, everywhere all over the world, whether it be in Europe, whether it be in the United States, Canada, Mexico, huge cash games in Las Vegas, World Series of Poker, WPT, everything. He is one of our experienced dealers here, and we are oh so lucky to have him as a part of the team here at Poker House of Dallas. Oh, excuse me, folks. That was the, forgive me on the regards on information. Yes, if you would like to be a part of the next stream that we have or interested in playing on, reach out to us at info@thepokerhouse.com. That's info@thepokerhouse.com. Action's going to be over now as Wood makes the raise with a 6. Check raise calls with 5-3. Harper, it gets folded over to Harper. He has 10-7. He's going to lay it down. Dory's got 9-7. She's going to make the call. So we've got 3 players going to this flop. It comes Jack, Ace, Queen, 2 hearts. Wood is ahead with a pair of aces. It goes check over to, it goes check, check over to check raise, who puts in the bet to 35. And Wood makes the call with top pair. And a 5 on the turn does give check raise a pair of 5s. He puts out the continuation bet to 55. And Wood calls the 9 on the river. Check raise has nothing. Check raise elects to check, and they go. It goes check check. And Wood's going to win the pot with the 2 aces. Again, here's our chip counts and percentages against everything on the table. Action's going to be on Vladimir. He's got King 9 of spades.
Raise 20.
He's going to make the raise to 20. Wood folds. Check raise with Jack 10. He's going to put in the re-raise to 40. It's going to get folded around over to AC, who's got Big Slick. He's going to make the call. Dory with Dolly Parton, 9 to 5. Going to fold Eric. He folds back over to Vladimir, who made the initial raise with the Ace King, with the King 9 of spades, and check raise, who's got Jack 10. Here's the flop. It comes deuce, queen 3. So far, the Ace King is ahead. And it bets like it's ahead as they go fold, fold, and the Ace King is going to AC, and the Ace King is going to take down the pot.
All those people, all 5 of those 6 people, not me. Well, we'll see. I can just win bounties.
I hope you know everyone. I
Yeah,
hope you're
that'd be
free
fun.
rolling within an hour.
That's fun, because I'm down here.
Action's
Will you find me in?
Action's going to be on Poker Kenneth, and it looks like we are going to lose Miss Dory Coyle to our Friday night bounty tournament. And it's not a bad hand to do it, as check raise just smooth calls with 2 kings. Harper makes the raise to 20 with Jack 10. Dory makes the call with 10-9 of hearts. Action back over to check raise with 2 kings. He just smooth called this and then got a raise. So now he has a chance to drop the proverbial hammer. And there it is, folks. He makes it 100 straight. Harper with the Jack 10. I don't think he can call this after a raise and a 3-bet. And Dory with 10-9 is going to make the call with 10-9 of hearts against two kings, and check raise checks in the dark with the 2 kings. And oh wow, the flop comes 4 King Jack. He's flop top set. Dory now is sitting with a double gutter, and it goes check, check. 6 on the river, no help to Dory. And check raise with the 3 kings. Gonna bet 60. I don't think that Dory can call this.
I didn't have an ace or any. All right, see you later.
And check raise wins that pot, and we lose. Not that we lose Miss Dory Cole, but I know she is an excellent tournament player, folks, ladies and gentlemen. This woman is an absolute fierce tournament player. Don't let the sweetness fool you. She is a mad dog on the felt when it comes to playing cards, and it's not just cash game, but definitely in tournaments. Both actually, it is a poker power couple that exists with Jim and Dory Coyle. I have to make sure I have to get the Y in, Coyle. But they are a very sweet couple, but they are a poker power couple when it comes to the felt. Action on to Wood with 8-6 under the gun. Gonna lay it down over to check raise, who's got King, Queen of hearts. He's gonna put in the raise to 30. it's going to get folded around to Poker Kenneth, who makes the call with 8-6 of spades. And oh wow, the flop comes 3, Jack 5. Poker Kenneth's flopped the flush draw, and the 7 on the turn now gives him a flush draw and an open end straight draw. Check raise quickly folds from the bet from Poker Kenneth. Here are our chip counts, ladies and gentlemen. We again, if the count doesn't seem right, we did lose a few players. One that did get felt from a hand. Then, of course, Miss Dory Coyle, who had decided to play a little bit, considering the game did start about, I want to say, about 45 minutes prior to when the time that we started streaming, and when she elected she wanted to play our Friday night green chip $50 bounty tournament. That's right, folks. We have, while this cash game is going on, if you are more of a tournament aficionado, we have our Friday night green chip bounty tournament going on right now. Registration will be available until 9:15. And of course, it is a bounty tournament where every person you knock out that bounty tournament is worth $50, being that it is bounty tournament. And speaking of bounties, and raises, check raise makes it 100 to go with Big Slick. AC calls him with Queen 10. We're heads up to a flop. And the flop comes King 9-8. Check raise flop top pair. AC's flopped the straight draw. 2, no help to either player. It goes check, check, and the 7 on the river. It's gonna go check, check, and check raise is gonna raise this flop and win this pot.
The river never helped me. Help someone else.
No, that was left on the counter.
Action over to Alex under the gun. He's got King 6. He's gonna fold. AC with the Jack 6 suited. He's gonna fold. Harper folds. And then it's gonna get folded over to Wood, who's got King 4. He makes the call, and check raise is gonna wrap the table with Ace 3. And the flop comes 8-9-3. Check raise has flopped a pair of 3s. AC has a flush draw, and he's gonna make the call. 5 now gives him a straight draw and a flush draw. Here's the river. It's a 9, and the 2 3s of check raise is gonna win this pot. Again, folks, here are our chip counts. We do thank you on this Friday evening, once you've had a chance to be able to sit back, relax, or sit up. Maybe you're playing cards. Maybe you're trying to matriculate your way home from a very long day, either at work, with family, with friends, at the office, with the kids, picking them up from school. But again, we want to thank you for taking a little time out of your evening and tuning into this live stream here of this 2-5 cash game here at Poker House Dallas. Action's going to be on AC. He's got the good buddy 10-4. He's going to lay it down. It goes folded over to Vladim with the kids game, AC Deucey. He's going to make it 20 to go. Poker Kenneth folds. Check raise fold, and Alex folds the 76 trombones, and Vladim is going to win this pot. as I have my wonderful comrade, none other than the Asian sensation Eddie Bazinga. He dropped the line saying, "I'm at dinner right now. I may come up to commentate." Well, come on up, man. I think at the minimum, I'll be in this booth for at least another hour and a half. Because as you mentioned, food, I am hungry myself. So. Action is being folded over to Harper, who's got 6-5 of hearts. He makes it 15 to go. Wood's going to make the call with 10-7 of diamonds. Check raise. Ray had raised it to 15 and gets 1, 2, 3, 4 callers. And with a flop of Queen 5 Ace, Harper has flopped a pair of 5s. It goes check around and a 3 on the turn. It gives AC and check raise straight draws. Check raise has a 2-way straight draw. Here's the river. It's a 3 and the 2 pair of 5s and 3s for Harper. As long as he doesn't fold, will win this pot. It goes check, 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 and Harper's 2 5s are going to win this pot.
Okay, I got send off. Send off to the road. Thank you. Gentlemen, it's been an honor. My friend is out of town. I gotta go. Send off equity. But I had a great, this is my first time here. I love it. I love it. It's great.
Oh, your PhD.
Yeah. No, because I got my aces cracked over there.
Oh, you have.
No, I did not win. Because I came in cracked. Like, right, that's my first hand of the round. But I feel like it. That's good. I feel like it.
Big blind.
I'm here on Friday night. So, like, I'm a winner. I'm a winner of that.
Yep, he's out. Thank you.
All right, folks, we've just had some people jockeying as we adjust for seats in regards. I'm trying to see about the new players wanting to come sit into this live stream table. Action's going to be on check raise, who makes the call. With ace 4. Alex raises it to 15 with 10-6 AC calls, and Eric with the jack 9, he makes the call. We're going 4 ways to a flop that reads 10-8 ace. Check raise has top pair. Eric has an open end straight draw, and and Alex has second player. Check raise makes it 50 to go, and it goes fold. Eric's gonna make the call with the open end straight draw. Here's the turn. It's an 8 that pairs the board. Right now, check raise still in the lead with aces and 8s. He's gonna fire again for 50. Makes the call, going to a river. It's a 6, no help. And so far, it looks like it's the aces and 8s for a check raise that they're just going to go check, check, and they're going to win this pot. Again, folks, this was a surprise last-minute scenario. That's why you can see it is a short-handed streaming 2-5 game, but nonetheless, it did end up picking up traction very quickly. I know we have a few players that are on our outer cash game tables that are just waiting to find a spot to be able to come sit into our 2-5 cash game. As you could hear in the background, our live stream guru, Eric Almighty Anderson, has allowed one of our floor supervisors, Benny, saying, acknowledging we do have 2 seats. And that includes, folks, I believe this game is available on Poker Atlas. If you do have the app in either of in a smartphone, whether it be iPhone or Android, you can check into this or come to our podium where our floor supervisor is, they will get you on the list, be able to get you into the live stream game. I will want to say we will be live streaming this table for about another 90 minutes. But it looks like Eric is trying to apply maximum pressure as don't blame him with 2 kings. He's going to make it 250 to go, and I don't think check raise can call. With Queen Deuce of Hearts, I stand corrected. He did make the call. We're going to go heads up. It's 2 kings versus Queen Deuce, and the flop comes Ace Queen 6. That always makes you leery when you're sitting there with 2 kings. Eric bets 175 and check raise calls. Here's the turn. It's an ace that pairs the board. This is going to make Eric seem a whole lot more confident that his kings are good, knowing that the board paired aces. And he moves all in. And check raise will lay the queens down as Eric will win this pot. I think that was a smart move that's basically trying to take the play away. Once the board paired aces, it became very unlikely that his opponent was holding an ace as he made that plot.
Well, I thought an ace would have been good, but I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know that. Yeah, ace is good for me.
18 total.
I believe we're adding a few more players onto the table. Action is going to be on wood under the gun. Woods with ace 8 is going to make the call. Check raise lays down. Alex and AC both call with a king high. Eric folds the Eric calls with the 2 5s, and we are 4 ways to a flop. And the flop comes deuce, 7, ace. Wood has flopped top pair. AC's flopped second pair. And it goes bet for 20 and call. And a 9 on the turn. Still no help to either player. The aces are still ahead for Wood. AC is going to check and bet. It was AC. Wood checks. AC is going to check the aces and Wood has aces and 9s. And wins the pot.
Wood, can you buy some blacks from here? Yeah. Thank you. Whatever you guys want to do. Whatever you want. Unless he wants to keep the blacks, I'm fine with that too.
Oh, he's saying.
500. Let's stack the green. Okay. Get you some green. Okay.
I should know what's going to hit.
I want the head again.
No, it's all right. Small, you don't got to do that. Small blind.
I'll bring KJ. Bring her.
Big blind. Straddle.
Give him this seat too.
We're back with action. It looks like that check raise has put on the $10 straddle. To those that may be new to the definition of a straddle, straddle meaning is that you are buying the option to act last before the flop, and he makes it Eric in the cutoff with the Doyle Brunson hand. 10 deuce is going to raise it to 35, but Vladimir on the button with King 9 is going to make it 125, and Poker Kenneth has aces and puts in the 5 bet to 425. Action over to Vladimir, over to Eric. That move didn't work, and neither did Vladim's, as he rolls over the 2 aces and scoops this pot after considering a raise, a 3 bet, a 4 bet, and a 5 bet. Ladies and gentlemen, I am a semi-traditional old school player, but I've always been told that third raise pre-flop is always going to be either kings or aces, and in that situation, that was accurate. Action's going to be on Alex. Alex got the 3 deuce. He's going to lay it down. It's going to go fold over to our new player. He's going to lay it down. We'll get some information on him shortly. Eric's going to make it 20 to go. And we've got 4-way action, and we're going 4 to a flop. That reads 5-3-7. Right now, check raise does have the best hand. In fact, he has the best hand and a 2-way straight draw. And the ace on the turn, doubted it gives him the best hand and a 2-way straight draw. It now gives Eric and Poker Kenneth both flush draws. Eric, the nut flush draw. Keto bets, Eric bets 35, Poker Kenneth. Poker Kenneth's gonna make the fold over to Keto with just the nut flush draw that got top pair to lay down. He's gonna make the call. Here's the river. And it goes out. And the queen on the river gives Poker Kenneth the best hand. It's going to go check, check. He's going to roll over the queen. He's going to win this pot.
I was thinking about doing that, but I know you're going to call me and touch me on queen. I definitely don't. I was going to blow up and had the nut in my hand. I knew you were going to call me, gun. Oh, wow. I know you're going to call me. I'm probably going to do it. Anybody else, I would have done it. Anybody else, I would have raised like 250.
This is going to be the last one. How many times have I heard that out? You want $1,000 back on this?
Just to get the
I got my phone.
Action's going to be on AC under the gun. He's got queen 3 of spades. He's going to lay this down. Our new player, Mac, with Jack 10. He's going to make the call. K-Jack's going to fold. Yes, he has been on the 2 previous streams. And Vladimir with ace 9 of clubs is going to put in the raise to 25. Wood folds over to check raise, who's got, over to Alex, who's got ace jack. Just gonna smooth call with the ace jack. It's ace jack, jack 10, ace 9 to the flop, and the flop comes down 9 deuce 5. Vladimir has made top pair with top kicker. It goes check, check. Vladimir. He's going to make the bet. He's going to bet at 40 to go. Action on Alex. He's going to fold, and Vladim's going to win this pot. Here are our check counts. As we can see, again, one of my well-known and well-appreciated commentators saying on the chat, if I would have known y'all were streaming, I would have played. Well, there's still time, Eddie, if you want to come down to play in this 2-5. I know we may not be streaming for maybe a little more than an hour, but there's obviously once we'll pull off the stream, you could still be able to play this 2-5 game. Action over to K-Jack with Queen Deuce Diamonds, and Mac is gonna fold. Wood with the 10-3 of clubs is gonna make it 25 to go. Check raise folds. Alex folds. AC is gonna make the call with Jack 9. Here's the flop. It comes 7 ace 4. So far, the Jack 9 is ahead. And the Jack on the turn gives a number of outs to Wood. He now needs a 3 and an ace on the river. The 10 high with the 9 kicker is going to hold up. And there's a bet. And Mac's going to take down the spot. Here are our chip counts. As you can see, we've had some new players that have been added into the mix. And again, folks, obviously, this was our third streaming episode that's been available for our live stream cash game. If you are interested, and let me get a chance to pull this up for a little bit. Bink. Yes, folks, if you are interested in being a part of one of these live streams, please, by all means, reach out to us either on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Still working on the TikTok. Or you can send an email and we will get it at info@thepokerhouse.com in regards on the stakes you want to play, what days you will be available, and we'll see if anything we can try to fit a game for you or fit a group of players that would be in that same interest about a fully functional, one-of-a-kind live stream game here in our arena. We're going 3 ways to a flop that says 7-7-9. It's the ace king for Poker Kenneth, who is ahead. He bets 60 in the check raise that's got Queen 10. On the pot. As we move on to our next hand, it looks like they have implored the $10 straddle. Action's going to be over to Poker Kenneth, who's got ace 3 clubs. He makes it 40 to go. Check raise. Makes the call with King Jack. Alex with the kids game, AC Deucey. He calls. AC folds over to K-Jack with Queen 10 of diamonds. And if you do remember, yes, this is the same K-Jack just a few days ago that ran like crystal clear water on this live stream table on that Wednesday game. And if you could only imagine all the payoffs that he received. He calls, and Eric with 7-5 suited. We're going 5 ways to a flop. It comes King 6-7. Check raise has flopped a pair of kings. Eric has flopped a pair of 7s, and Poker Kenneth has flopped a nut flush draw, and check raise bets 200. Eric calls. calls. Eric folds. Poker Kenneth. I think he's going to make this play. He is a very aggressive person, folks. He's sitting with the nut flush draw and makes the call. We're going heads up to a turn, folks. The turn is a 4. That does give Poker Kenneth. Also gives him a straight draw. And he bets 400. Check Raise has told a very efficient story. He bet before, he called the raise before the flop, then he bet on the flop, then he bet on the turn. Poker Kenneth has a number of cards that he can get there, and he moves all in with the nut flush draw and a pair draw and a straight draw. He makes the call. Here's the call's made in the river. It's the 5 of clubs. Poker Kenneth hits bingo, making with the nut flush. And check raise has checked out. What a river card, folks.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you very much. That's my time. Good luck. Good luck, y'all. It's good.
As we have made another dealer change over, now we have Dakari, one of our, and for those notable, one of our original dealers that have been here since we've been open, and one of has been here from day one. Excellent family man, excellent family man, semi-okay beard, and I have to mess with him while he's in the box, so that way he realizes he needs to trim it. As we move on, folks, we've lost a few players in regards on they wanted to actually go into either playing the tournament or have just been knocked out. Action over to action over to K-Jack. And we are 3 to a flop. That reads ace, 3, deuce. It is Eric with the King Jack that is ahead as it goes K-Jack checks. Eric's going to bet 40. Poker Kenneth's going to fold.
Min, can I get 5 blacks for KJ?
And that's going to take that. Looks like the King Jack's going to take down that pot. Here are the players remaining. I believe we are still 8-handed. It is Poker Kenneth that has been able, with that huge pot hitting the nut flush on the river, that is the big stack here on this table. As we are under the gun with we are under the gun with Poker Kenneth. He has Jack 3. It's going to be a raise with Wood with the 2 8s. He's going to make it 25. Alex with the kids game, AC Deucey, he makes the call. And Mac, who's got ace king,
C9 raise 125.
he's going to put in the 3-bet to 125. And K-Jack with Kojak, King Jack. And it's going to go fold, 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 and Mac is going to pick up this pot. Action's going to be under the gun with Wood, who picks up another big hand. He's got ace-king this time. He's going to make it 25 to go. It gets folded around. AC folds. Mac folds over to K-Jack, who's got ace-5 of hearts. He's going to put in the call. Eric with queen-6 off, going to fold. Vladim folds. Poker Kenneth folds. So we're going to be heads up between Wood and K-Jack. Here's the flop. It comes queen 3-10. Wood with the ace-king is ahead and also picks up a straight draw. He's going to lead out for 25. K-Jack makes the call. Here's the turn. It's a 3 that pairs the board. And Wood checks. K-Jack bets 85 and is going to take down this pot. Again, here are our chip counts in regards on also percentage against the table. As you can see, it has been Poker Canada that has been holding court. So if you have any other questions, comments, concerns, requests, or anything that you'd like to know about in regards on anything here at Poker House Dallas, by all means, ask away. We are here for you. Or let me rephrase that. I am here for you. And again, if you are interested in wanting to play on a future stream, you can hit us up on any one of our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or send us an email with your information to info@thepokerhouse.com. Action back over to AC. He's gonna raise it up to 20 to go. Eric's gonna make it ace with ace 3. He's gonna make the call, and it's gonna go fold back up. We're gonna go heads up with a flop that goes 7-7-4. It's the ace high. It's the ace 3 of Eric, but it is going to be AC that puts in the continuation bet. And it's going to be good enough to take down the pot.
You have 1,000 total, Alex? Or 1,258? Or 1,000 more? What's your total?
I think 985.
Yeah, what's your total? Don't make me do that.
1,011.
Huh? 125?
As we look at some comments on here, the player's photo next to the name is new. I will find that out for you, Lego. But in the meantime, AC is limping with aces, and he's going to get exactly what he wants because KJ can't help himself. He's going to put in the raise to 35. It's going to fold back around, and Poker Kenneth with ace jack, he's going to make the call. And I think, and here it comes. I think that's the thing you want when you wake up with aces and you can find a way to play them carefully and then be able to drop the hammer. He puts in the big re-raise. He makes it 125 to go.
Yes.
K-Jack with 7-5 offsuit. It's 90 to call, and there's still two players behind him. He's gonna fold, I think, and Poker Kenneth calls the 90 with a jack, and Alex gonna lay it down. So it is 2 aces for AC, ace jack of hearts for Poker Kenneth. Here we go, folks. The flop comes. Folks. This could be explaining fireworks. Poker Kenneth is flop top pair with top kicker, but again AC with the overpair. And what a laydown! Even with top pair, top kicker, Ace Poker Kenneth makes the disciplined laydown. Oh, sorry. I was as I had a chance to read. The player's photo next to the names is new. Actually, Lego, we have, I believe, since the second stream, we were able to add photos in addition when it's next to their whole cards through our action tracker. So it is new. It is not new as of tonight. We did do it in earlier streams that occurred this week. Action's gonna be on K-Jack. He makes the call. Eric calls. Wood makes the call with a-6. Alex gonna make the call with the 10-5, and with the 98 O's, AC is gonna wrap the table. We're going 5 ways to a flop that reads 9-3-9. What a flop for AC. He's picked up 3 9s. And it gets checked around over to Wood on the button, who's going to put our bet up 25. And I think AC is just going to make the smooth call here. And it's going to fold. It's going to go fold, fold. Don't think Eric can call that. So here's the turn. It's a deuce. So AC's got this hand 1. There's not a card that can help Wood. It goes check, check to the river. It's a 10, and AC with the 3 9s is going to put out a bet. Bet 55. Wood quickly, then makes the laydown. AC picking up another pot. As we, again, folks, in regards with our live stream table, again, we do still have quite a number of action in regards to other spots in the room. We have our Friday night bounty tournament going on. We have lots of other exciting cash games going on. All of this is available, so if you have time, come on down. It's all available to you. Get a membership, grab a friend. It's the atmosphere we try to create here at Poker House Dallas. So if you have a chance, come on down here. Obviously, we have tournaments pretty much almost every day, and also we'll be streaming as we are in the process to build a live stream schedule of cash games that will go on weekly. And you don't want to miss when an opportunity to be a part of these live streams. It is very exciting if you've seen the past couple nights. As we go to a flop here where we have the K-Jack with 7-8 suited and Alex with ace-5 of diamonds with the board up 6-6 Jack with 2 diamonds, Alex with the nut flush draw, and K-Jack checks over. He puts out a bet of 125 as he did a seat change, came out of the 9 seat into the 6 seat. Oh, excuse me, came out of the 1 seat, now into the 6 seat. And makes the laydown as Alex picks up a pot. All right, folks, as we've had a few players move seats. I know Vadim has moved from the 3 seat to the 1. KJ moved from the 1 seat to the 6 seat. Action's going to be on Eric. He's got the 2 walking sticks. He's got 2 7s. He's just going to make the call. Poker Kenneth, he's got King 10. Looks like he is coming in for a raise. He's going to make it 40 to go. And it gets folded over to Alex, who makes the call with 2 8s, and Vadim is gonna fold. And Eric with the 2 7s is gonna make the call. So Eric with 2 7s, Poker Kenneth with King 10, Alex with 2 8s, and the flop comes 6 8 Queen. Alex still ahead with the 2 8s. Poker Kenneth has picked up a straight draw. And it goes check, check, and Alex bets 55. It goes fold. And, oh, excuse me, Poker Kenneth makes the bet. Eric folds. Oh, and Poker Kenneth hits Broadway on the river. And he's going to bet 200. I don't see how Eric could make this call. I mean, there were 3 overcards to the board. It does. I think he's just going to lay it down. Here is our chip count again. Poker Kenneth absolutely walking on water with almost 1/3 of the chips in play. As the action is going to be on Poker Kenneth under the gun. He's got 8-5 of hearts. He's gonna. I think there was a straddle that was on this hand. Yes, there was, and it gets folded around to Alex, who had 10-6. Gonna lay it down over to AC with Ace 3. It's gonna go fold over to Eric. He's gonna lay it down, and Poker Kenneth's gonna wrap the table. We're gonna go heads up. And the flop comes Ace, Deuce, King, AC with top pair. It's gonna go check. Oh, and AC puts a bet out, and Poker Kenneth folds. All right, folks, here we go. These are our up-to-date chip counts. Again, with everyone, remember this was a 2-5 cash game. Minimum buy-in 500, max buy-in 2,000. You can add if you do lose chips, you can add up to the maximum. Add up to regain to the maximum. Action's gonna be on Wood. He's got 5-4. He's gonna fold over to K Jack, who's got Jack 6 of clubs. He's gonna put in the raise. And AC is going to make the call. And he's going to make the call with 2-8s. Poker Cannon's going to make the call with King Queen. We're going 3 ways to a flop. And the flop comes Queen 7-5. K-Jack's got a club flush draw. And Poker Cannon sitting with top pair. K-Jack with the flush draw bets 80. And AC with the 2-8s. Don't think you can call this with this board texture, knowing that, but there is, even though there is one card to the board, there is a flush draw. And Poker Canna still firing at all cylinders. He's going to make it 200 to go. Now, obviously, now it puts K-Jack to the test with this right now. Once he puts out the bet, and then Poker Canada comes over the top with the raise, it has to kind of bring caution to the wind. But K-Jack's going to make the call to try to hit this club. Here's the turn. It's a 2 of spades, no help to either player. It goes check, check, and to the river. It's a jack, but it's no help, and the 2 queens are going to hold on as Poker Canada takes this pot. Again, here are our chip stacks. If you can remember from our game 2 days ago when yes, this is the same K-Jack that absolutely could not be stopped that night. But as you know, it's a different day and anything can happen, and usually does. Action is now going to be on K-Jack under the gun. He's got the good buddy 10-4. He's going to fold. Alex is going to fold. And AC raises with the Jack 10 offsuit. It gets folded over to Eric, who's got 2-8s. He's going to make it 55 to go. Poker Kenneth with the suited connector and Queen Jack of clubs. He's going to make the call. And AC with the Jack 10, he's going to make the call as well. We're going 3 ways to a... Wow, what a flop! Poker Kenneth has flopped the nut straight, a Broadway straight, and AC has a pair of 10s with the same straight draw. I don't think he can call. He's not, and I don't think Eric with the 2-8s can call either. He's gonna lay it down. Shows the 2-8s, and I think they show the Broadway, and Poker Kenneth shows the Broadway straight. Again, folks, thank you very much for tuning in with us. This is a pop-up 2-5 live stream game here tonight, Friday night, here at Poker House of Dallas. We've just finished, finished into our second hour of our live stream. As we do thank you for tuning in, as we are going to go into a third and final hour of our Friday night cash game. We thank you for tuning in with us. Action is moving fast and furious with us over to Vadim, who's got a 7. He's going to raise from the hijack, going to make it 20 to go. Eric's going to make the call with the 10-9 suited clubs. And K-Jack is going to make the... pardon me, ladies and gentlemen, but we have run into a camera issue. Hold on just one moment while I check this out.
Okay, viewers at home, I'm not sure what happened. I think they turned off the software. We are still streaming live. We are not going to miss any hands, but we are on a 15-minute delay because we had to reset the software. So they continued playing. We're going to see everything. They're going to actually start off with a $50 flip with a Omaha hand. So that's the first thing you're going to see in about 10 minutes. So here you go. Hello, viewers.
Hello.
Let's start that camera up for just a second while we're waiting. Oh, that's huge. That's from last night.
Huge.
Let's move that over here.
There.
So, I don't know what happened.
Neither
All
do
of a
I.
sudden, we had a new dealer change, and the table said, "Let's do a bomb pot," and I said that slows the game down too much, and they
Right.
said, "Let's do a $50 flip."
Right.
So we changed it to Omaha and did a $50 flip. Everybody put in $50, dealt out the cards, and it went black.
Oh.
So I'm not sure what happened. We restarted. We left Streamlabs running, so you get a 15-minute countdown clock because of the delay. And when we come back, you're going to see the tail end of the flip. Hey, my man Ryan Yannick, I'm looking in the chats from a long time ago. 2-5, the biggest game you have. No, we have huge games. We'll run whatever you want when you come up here. Let's turn this off and watch it.
Oh, yeah,
Leave
absolutely.
it up for a while.
All right, folks.
Put it on. Now I go back out there.
Back on the thing and he reset it, so
This is 15 minutes ago.
it doesn't
Yes, unfortunately, folks. Yeah, I was like, all of a sudden, you heard me action, you heard action, you heard action, and all of a sudden, bloop. But yes, folks, this is the tail end of a $50 flip, of a $50 PLO flip. Everybody put in $50, and we just with a PLO flip, everybody decided to run it. And right now, I think it's the Jack 9 that's ahead, and the River Ace of Diamonds that gave Vladimir 3 aces and the win.
That's my luck. Okay, I will play only one dealer change.
If everyone's okay, we can do a flip every dealer change.
Oh boy,
Super fun.
I know, isn't it?
I put Min in charge of the action tracker just for a minute because I wanted to see how this hand played out. And you see the pot was only $35 because I didn't put in the $50 bet. So I have to manually enter right now his actual chip stack because it shows he has 785. Oh, are we still on big blinds? Let me fix that.
Okay.
And it's going to take 15 minutes to register that I fixed it. But we're going to go back to chip count percentage. When it reset, it went back to all the default settings.
Oh, okay, yeah, that would do it.
So I'm gonna, in 15 minutes, it'll be back to the percentage of chips in play, and I'm gonna go relieve Min and let you have it again.
Thank you very much. There it is, folks. The best dressed man that is not on staff with Botany 500. That is the almighty Eric Anderson, our live stream guru. He is my captain, as I am. He is my captain of this ship in regards of our live stream arena. As we have returned back to action, we do have some new players. Mac there on the cutoff makes it 20 to go with 3 deuce. Eric and and we have Vadim. Vadim is going to put in the big, who is going to got the big Duke, is going to put in the big raise. He's going to make it 80 to go. And Mac's going to fold. That's a bomb pot. Excuse me. That is a flip and the first hand of a dealer change. Vadim has picked up. That I think he's finally picked up a lot of momentum. It's been kind of a tough session in regards with him. I do know he is a solid player. He is a solid player. I do know he does have. Vadim is made the transition a few months ago to playing here, but for a number of reasons. But he is an excellent player in facet of all of the games with that as well. All right, folks, we are moved on to our next round. This is hand 74 of our 2-5 Friday night live stream game. Action is going to be on the button with Eric. He's going to make it 25 to go with Kojak, King Jack of diamonds. But Poker Kenneth makes the call with Ace 8 of diamonds. And Alex with the kids game, Acey Deucey. He makes the call, and the flop comes 7-3, Queen, all clubs. It is still the Ace 8 of Poker Kenneth that is ahead. And it's going to go check, check, check. Here's the turn. It's a 5. No help to any player. It does give Alex a straight draw. A 4 would give him a straight. And it goes check, check. Here's the river. It's the deuce. And Alex picks up a deuce. But there are 4 clubs on the board. And I think it's just going to go check, check, check. Alex is going to roll over the deuce. And he's going to win this pot.
Notice, I didn't bet a single penny into that. You can't. No, absolutely not. Cannot bet, sir. Huh? You can't bet that board with your hand. No, absolutely not. I'll bet. $5 go down the alley. Take it down. Yeah. You bet like $2, $5. Yeah, I thought somebody might have like a 8 of clubs or 9 of clubs. Thank you. Looks like 2. So he's asking for a chip count. 259. So do we blind him out? Yeah, you blind him out.
Okay, folks, as we are just doing some updates in regards of our chip counts since the small hiccup with that. Again, folks, this is a night 3 of our live stream cash games. If you would like to be a part of it, again, reach out to us from any of the social media aspects, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or you can reach out to us and by dropping an email with your contact information to info@thepokerhouse.com. We're moving on to our next hand here where we're going to go 4 ways to this flop. That reads 7-3-5, all diamonds. Poker Kenneth has the only diamond, but Mike has the best hand with a pair of 6s and a straight draw. It goes check, check. Poker Kenneth puts out a bet. He bets 65. Excuse me. K-Jack does have the best hand with this with 2 7s. He's going to make the call, and Mike that has a pair of 5s with a straight draw, he's going to lay it down. So we're going to go heads up. Here's the turn. It's a 6. Still the 7s are ahead, and the river is a 3, which gives the K-Jack 7s and 3s. It goes check, and Poker Kenneth's going to try to put out a feeler bet to see a This, ladies and gentlemen, is what's considered a post-oak bluff. Obviously, there is trying to make a small bet in late position to see if he can try to take the pot away from the player. Even though K-Jack is sitting with the best hand, he does have 7s and 3s, but there are a lot of combination of cards. There's up the pair of 3s, there's a straight draw and a flush draw, and he's going to lay it down, folding the best hand with the 7s, and Poker Kenneth again taking advantage of that aggressive image, taking down the pot. Here are our chip stacks, folks, as we are into the 3rd hour of our live stream cash game. Poker Kenneth has been running immaculately well in regards of this 2-5 game. Action going to be on Mac. He's got ace 4. He's going to make the call. Vadim with the king 10 is going to call. Eric with the queen 6 is going to make the call. Wood with 9-7 on the button makes the call. K-Jack with the jack deuce. And Alex going to wrap the table with 9 deuce. The flop comes down 8-6-8. Eric with a pair of sixes, Wood with an inside straight draw. Oh, excuse me, Wood with an open-ended straight draw, but it's going to be Eric with the bet, and it goes call, call, fold, and bound to 3 players now. Here is the turn. The turn is an ace, no help to any player. Still the sixes. Eric with 8s and 6s is ahead. Wood's going to put out the bet with the open end straight draw. He's going to make it 40 to go. K-Jack folds. Eric with the 2 6s. He's going to make the call. Here's the river. It's a 3 of hearts, no help. And as long as Eric does not fold the 2 6s, he's going to win this pot. So he's going to put out a blocker bet. And Wood makes the fold. Eric takes down that pot.
Right now it's on delay, so the clock is counting down. There's 4 more minutes left on the clock. That's what people are watching right now.
But the hands will be in there.
Everything's in. This will all be in there. It's just on the delay.
Where's the counting?
All right, as we go to our next hand, hand 77, action's going to be on Mac. He's got ace 9 under the gun. He's going to lay it down. Over to Vadim. He's going to fold. Eric folds. And Wood in the cutoff with 2 5s. He's going to make the raise. He's going to make it 25 to go. K-Jack lays down the queen 7. Mike lays down 6-2, and Wood's going to pick up this pot. Here are our chip stacks here. You have to forgive me that it is in a large number of blinds since it is a 2-5 game. But it gives you an idea how well Poker Canada has been running during this stream.
It's yours to get. Whatever flavor you don't want, I'll just take it. Don't matter.
As we go back to action here, Vadim with the Jack 3 under the gun. He's going to fold. Eric's going to lay it down over to Poker Kenneth. He folds. Wood folds. K-Jack folds over to Alex on the button, makes the call. Mike calls, and Mac's going to wrap the table. We're going to go 3 ways to the flop of deuce, jack, 8. Mike has made a pair of 8s. He makes the layup. He makes the bet, and it goes quickly. Fold, fold.
Pretty low. I like it. What's fine?
I'm afraid to see mine.
As you can see, folks, with the induction of with Eric being available for the whole cards, excuse me, not for whole cards, but with the action tracker, it also provides the ability to provide both their pre-flop raise and VPIP percentages. And it is a surprise how some people are raising and always constantly in a flop based on the number of hands they play. Wood on the +2 with the kids game, AC Deucey. He's going to raise it to 25. Elver folds over to Alex with the big Duke. He's got big slick, ace king of spades. He's going to put in the 3-bet to 65. Mac's going to fold the queen 7. Vadim folds. And Wood's going to quickly lay it down as Alex shows him the goods and going to win the pot.
And this percentage was the bumper.
Hey, Mike, would you be okay with doing a $50 PLO for the third time dealer change for us? Because it's quicker and faster.
As we go to our next hand, ladies and gentlemen, this is hand 80 of our stream. Action's going to be on Wood. He's got Queen 4.
10 come in, guys. Straddle for 10.
And the straddle has been put on. And it looks like Alex is going to put in the raise with a suited one gapper. Mike with the 8-6. He's going to make the call. And it looks like Mac's gonna put in the 3-bet. It's gonna make it 100 to go with the King 10 of Hearts. It's gonna fold back to. It's gonna fold back to Wood.
3%.
Oh, it's gonna fold back to Wood and Mike, and they go fold, and Mac on the button, making a big play, is gonna lay it down. Oh, pardon me. I thought that was a fold. I stand corrected.
75.
Oh my God, you had the luckiest flip. Ace nine of diamonds. Ace nine of diamonds. Oh, I thought they were. Oh,
It was, it was call, and then Vadim made the raise to 75. He's going to win the pot, as we have our chip stacks again. Poker Kenneth, that has been running exceptionally well. As you have been able to hear in the background, amongst all of the action here at this live stream table, we have a number of cash games going on the main floor, as well as our Friday night bounty tournament.
You have to check it. I showed him too. Yeah, you did have to. You have to check it anytime raise. Maybe you check raise. No, I don't check raise. I'll check raise. Turn, yeah, you check raise the turn. Not the turn. I like try to get it competitive.
Action's going to be, as we have some new comments into the stream chat saying, Tony Taka saying Keo is a fish. Well, I guess he's got a few fans out there in regards in watching this. As we have Wood that makes the raise with the double down hand. We got K-Jack with a suited one gapper 9-7. He's going to put in the 3-bet, and Poker Cannon's going to lay down ace 8. And Wood makes the call with 7-4 of spades.
I win. If I did not, you win. Okay. You bet?
Here's the flop, and the flop comes Queen, 6 Queen. So K-Jack with the 9 high is ahead. It goes check, check. And the turn is, it is the 10 of clubs. It gives K-Jack a straight flush draw. He's going to put out a bet. I don't see how Wood can call this bet.
And you should not believe. But you believe.
I'll tell you one thing.
Re-raise.
And Wood puts out the re-raise.
125 on top.
Hey, K-Jack updated his stack on
All right, we got a jumper, guys. All in.
And K-Jack moves all in and rolls over the 9-7 of clubs.
Good move, man. K-Jack's back, bro.
And they have a chance. The rabbit on the river shows that it was a 10 on the river. So even with that move, the 9 high actually still what is going to be the best hand.
That's what I told in the beginning of the
So he didn't tell the computer that you had another 1,000, so that messed it all up. How much do you have now?
I haven't had a fucking pair in an hour and a half. You had a pair? K-Jack, give me the green. I'll give you 1 second. I'll give you 200 right. You're the best thing.
All right, folks. Obviously, one of our players, K-Jack, has added on. Remember, this is a 2-5 game with a 500 minimum buy-in, 2K max buy-in. You can add on, and you can add on to where your stack can match the max buy-in. Action's gonna be on K-Jack with 10-6 of clubs. He's going to make the call. Alex with 7-8 of spades is going to make a raise. Mike folds. Mac folds over to Vadim with 5-4. He's going to make the call. Keo with King 6 makes the call. Poker Kenneth with King 8. He makes the call. Wood with Queen 9. He makes the call. And K-Jack, he makes the call, and the flop comes 5 Queen 10 of diamonds. Wood has flopped top pair. K-Jack's flopped second pair. It's going to go fold, fold over to Wood. Here's the turn, is the 4 of diamonds. Now Wood has top pair and a flush draw. He's going to check. K-Jack check, and the 10 of diamonds gets there. This is going to be this is an action card, folks. It goes check, check. Wood, wow, Wood makes a diamond flush, and K-Jack made 3 10s. Wow, it was a bet and a call very quickly, folks. I thought we would have seen more action once the 9 of diamonds got there, but when K-Jack makes the 3 10s, but it just goes a small bet and a quick call. As we continue with action, folks, as we continue with action regards on this it's this 2-5 live stream game. Action is going to be on Alex. He's got Queen 9 of clubs. He makes the call. He makes the raise, and Mike with Ace Queen, he's going to put in the 3-bet. He's going to make it 60 to go. Mac folds. Vadim and Eric both fold over to Poker Kenneth. He's going to lay it down. Wood's going to lay it down. Back over to Alex. He's going to make the call. The flop goes 10-5 King. Both players have flopped a straight draw. The Jack, though, would give Mike the bigger straight. He bets 60. I think we may have missed one player that was involved in the flop. Yes, we did. We did miss a player. Poker Kenneth did call. Here's the turn. It's the 9 of spades. It goes check. Action on Mike. He checks. Here's the river. It's a deuce. No help. So far, it is the Alex. Oh, excuse me. It's not Alex because he's folded. It is action on Poker Kenneth. He checks. Mike checks. Poker Kenneth shows a king, and he's going to win this pot.
Got a straddle zig. Got 10 come in.
All right, folks, as we are doing a dealer change and the players have initiated a $50 flip, which means the players at the table will all put in $50 and they will all be dealt 4 cards as in a PLO hand, and it will be basically a showdown. $50 everybody's in. Winner, best hand wins it all. And Eric waking up with a very strong hand. He's got 2 10s. He's got the double bow Derricks. And but K-Jack's got the speed, got Route 66. He's got 2 6s, and Mac with Queen 10 is going to make the call. We've got three-way action to this flop. Oh wow! And it comes 4 Jack Ace 2 hearts. Still Eric with the best hand with the 2 10s. Mac has picked up a straight draw. And Eric was going to lead out with the 2 10s. He makes it 65 to go. K-Jack makes the call. It goes call to the turn. It's the 4 of hearts, no help to any player, but he gives Eric gives Eric 10s and 4s. K-Jack checks, Mac checks, Eric with 2 paired 10s and 4s. He's gonna check. We're gonna see a river. It's the 8 of diamonds, no help to any player. As long as Eric does not fold those 2 10s, he will win this pot. It goes check. Mac's gonna put out a feeler bet, and Eric's gonna make the strong call, and he's gonna roll over these 2 10s, and he's gonna win this pot. Here are our chip counts, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it is by percentages, and as you can see, Poker Kenneth has been running exceptionally well at this table. He did buy in for the maximum of 2,000, and look at it where he's now sitting with just over 3,800. Here is our VPIP percentages. It has been K-Jack, then Mike, Alex, Eric, Wood, Poker Kenneth, Mac, Vadim, in that order.
Eric, so when you get 4 cards, they all have to be square at the same time?
At the same time, yep.
Last time he got it.
All right, folks, again, this is a new dealer change. This is a dealer change, and when they've inclusive in, now we have Terrell in the box. Again, this is a new wrinkle they have added in, and it will be, since it is 9-handed, it is going to be a PLO flip. It is, excuse me, it's not a PLO flip. It is a 4-card flip. Every player will get 4 cards. We will run it down, and the best hand will win the pot. No betting. Everybody puts in $50, and we're gonna run it.
Good pot, though. Yeah, it's a good pot. With no risk.
Wait, why is he turning?
Because it's a flip. So
Just put it on the box and turn.
I'm just gonna check around.
Oh, I got a good hand right here.
Go ahead and do the flop.
Maybe get a wrong
Second,
fuck, man.
check around.
I'm only good with fours.
Yep, we're good.
I got pie out. No suit.
Give me a second. I gotta go with queen.
All right, here is the flop. Here are the hands that are coming through carefully. And it looks like, Mike's got a set of jacks and a straight draw.
All right, I gotta go check around again.
And the
Kings are
8 gives Mike a jack high straight with a set of jacks.
I'm ready for a river.
Here's the river. It's a 6 of diamonds, so Wood with the 8-3 of diamonds is going to squeeze out a diamond flush and win this pot. He rolls over the 8-3 of diamonds that makes a diamond flush. And
Now that we see his hand, he had
Mike's had a set of jacks, turns a jack high straight, and then gets clipped off by the 6 of diamonds that gave Wood a very small flush that was still good enough to win the flip.
Button stays. So we're still on K-Jack.
All right, folks. Again, here is our chip counts.
9 ways to feel it.
Couldn't make it whole. Who won it? I didn't see.
He 8 high flush. 8 high flush.
8 high flush.
As we go to the next hand here, Mac with 7-4 of hearts. He's going to make the call. And it gets folded around to... Oh, actually, we also have a new player, JP, that's sitting in the 4 seat. It gets folded around to K-Jack, who's got a 6 of hearts. He makes the raise to 25. Alex calls, and Mike with Big Slick. He's going to make it, put in the 3-bet to 110. Mac, smooth calls 105 under the gun. And K-Jack makes the call. We are 4. Back to Alex with King Deuce of Hearts. He's going to lay it down. So we are 3-way action. We do not know what Mac's cards are. The flop comes 4, Queen, 3. Mac makes it 150 to go. Oh, excuse me. Mike makes it 150 to go. Mac with the quick call. And K-Jack with a 6. I have a feeling he's going to lay this down. He does. And we're heads up to a turn. And a 5 of diamonds on the turn also gives Mike the wheel draw. Mike checks. It looks like Matt's putting in the bet. He makes it 225. And Mike lays it down.
Would you like me to announce the bet for you, or
No, you're good. Whatever you want to do.
tell me?
And as I see here from my online booth compadre, going to pass on commentary in the booth tonight. Going to get a good night's rest. See you tomorrow. I understand, Eric. Excuse me, Eddie. I believe we are going to, since we did start this table a little before 6, that we will stream. We are just about wrapping up, minus a few hiccups. We are wrapping up our 3rd hour of the stream. I will take a brief moment to find out how long we are going to stream, but I want to thank everyone that has had a chance to tune in this pop-up surprise Friday night stream. And I will, once we hit the 9 o'clock hour, I will find out how much longer we will stream tonight, just to get an idea for our very loyal viewers that have had a chance to stream with us tonight here on this Friday night surprise 2-5 cash game stream here at Poker House of Dallas.
What is the bet from the 4? 5, 6, 7 is gone.
As we go to our next hand, we had Eric raised at 10. Poker Kenneth staying aggressive as ever, making it 40 to go with the Queen 6 of diamonds. Back to Vadim with, he's got 2 6s. We're going to go heads up with 2 6s for Vadim, Queen 6 for Poker Kenneth. And the flop comes down 7, 3, 5. Poker Kenneth leads out for 60. Vadam makes the call, and the queen on the turn now gives him top pair. And Poker Canada keeping up the aggression, going to make it 110. Now Vadam that's sitting with top pair and a straight draw. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me around. Flip it around. Poker Canada made top pair. Vadam with the 2 6s and the straight draw. Here's the river. It's a king of diamonds. And I believe it's going to go check, check. And Poker Canada's going to take down another pot, showing down the top pair. Again, folks, here are our chip counts and the percentages behind them. Again, Poker Canada, who has initially, in hindsight, doubled his chip stack from his initial max buy-in. He has been running running effortlessly on this 2-5 table. We go to our next hand, and you got Poker Canada folds over to K-Jack. He folds. Action on Alex. He's going to make the call with 10-9. Mike's going to fold. Mac's going to call. And Vadam calls. And Eric with the ace 10 of diamonds going to put in the raise to 55. Alex calls. Mac calls. And Vadam going to make the fold. So we're going to go 3 ways to the flop. It comes deuce, 3, 8. It's the 2 4s that are ahead right now. Mac puts out a bet for 50. And Eric's going to pull one off. He's going to make the call. And the 4 on the turn has given Mac a set of 4s, but it does give Eric a straight draw. He puts out a bet of 125 with the set. He folds, he shows Eric, he shows Mac the ace, but it's gonna be Mac. It's going to be Eric shows Mac the ace, and it's going to be Mac to take down this pot.
4075?
Your 4 was good. Coming on 2. 15. So yeah, up a little bit.
So actually 15, but 300 for the profit for our last hand.
See what?
The last hand that we played, the 1-2. Yeah, you know, and I got Jason 300, so 12 on that chain.
I didn't have to be this last. What? That shit for 80.
No, but the pot was 300.
Was it really?
All right, folks, as we go to hand 90 of this live stream, and what can you say about Poker Canada? He has been running as well as you possibly can. He wakes up under the gun with Big Slick. He's going to make it 40 to go. Action's been folded around to Mac. He's going to lay it down. Vadam, he's got Ace Jack. He makes the call. Eric and JP both fold. Here we go, folks. Ace King for Poker Canada. Ace Jack for Vadam. Here's the flop. It comes 9, 8, 8. The Ace King still ahead. And the turn is the 4 of diamonds. Still Ace King still ahead.
40.
And the bet's 40. And Poker Canada is just going to make the call. And the 9 pairs the board. This is going to be a chop pot if no one folds. It's going to go chop, chop. It's going to go check, check. And it's going to go chop, chop.
I thought I gave a diamond.
All right, folks, here is our chip count in regards as we have we are wrapping as we have just climbed over into hour 3 of the stream. As we go into our next hand here, we've got Wood under the gun with 2 6s. K-Jack is going to raise with 10-8 to 35. It's going to go fold action over to Vadim. He's got 2 8s. He's going to make the call. And Poker Kenneth with Queen Jack, he's going to call. We are 4 ways to the flop. And the flop is Deuce, 7, King. So far, it's the 2 8s that are ahead. And the turn is the 3 of spades. It gives Poker Kenneth a flush draw. It also gives Vadim a flush draw with the 2 8s. And then Vadim with the 2 8s lay it down. Here comes the river. It's a 10. And Wood's 2 6s are ahead. If he can find a way to make a call out of this, his 2 6s are ahead. And makes the great call. As Poker Kenneth was literally just trying to rogue that pot. And Wood's 2 6s are going to win the pot. Here are the stats in regards to our VPIP. Those who don't know, VPIP stands for voluntarily put chips in pot. It has mostly been K-Jack and Alex with Eric, Wood, and Poker Kenneth following up in the top 5. As you can, as our fluent dealer Terrell's acknowledges that we do have a $10 straddle on this pot, but that was quickly raised by Mike. That makes it 35 to go with the 2 deuces. It gets folded around over to JP on the button, who has a 6 of clubs. He makes the call. Poker Kenneth, he's gonna fold. He's gonna make the call with 7-5. K-Jack with 10-3. He's gonna call. We're going 4 ways to the flop, and the flop goes 6 King 10. K-Jack's flopped a pair of 10s. JP's flopped a pair of 6s, and it goes check check back to JP with the 6s. He's gonna put out a bet of 60 over to K-Jack with second pair. He's gonna make the call. Mike folds. We're going to 4th Street. It's the 7 of diamonds. No help to either player. It goes check, check. And an ace of diamonds gives JP 2 pair aces and 6s. He's going to put out a bet of 75. Can K-Jack call? Can K-Jack find a way around this or avoid this? He has 3rd pair. There are a number of straight combinations. There is a flush draw that did get there. There are overcards to his 10s. And this is a new player. He could have anything. And he's going to make the disciplined lay down. He's going to lay it down. And JP is going to win the pot. As we go to the live chat from the Professional Gambler, how much is a membership up there? Well, the Professional Gambler, how it operates is that our membership goes, daily membership $10 a day for the day, monthly $30 for the month, annual $300 for the year, and of course you will, and then it will you would prepay for your hours of play. In the seat, it is $13 an hour. There are specials against you buying more time. Ladies and gentlemen, this could be a really big hand, folks. Vadim has ace, king of diamonds. Mac has 2 queens. It gets folded around. Poker Kenneth folds. Alex is going to call this with the 10-8 of diamonds. And Mac is not messing around. He makes it 275. And Vadim with the ace, queen, ace, king quickly folds. Poker Kenneth with queen 10 of clubs, realizing that Mac is a very solid player. So you have run very well. It's just a question on, do you want to try to climb uphill with queen 10? That's exactly what he's going to try to do. He's going to try to climb uphill with this queen 10 of clubs. Action's going to be on Alice. He's got a suited 1-gapper with 10-8 of diamonds. And he makes the fold. So here we go, folks. It is queen 10 of clubs for Poker Kenneth, 2 queens for Mac. Here's the flop. And it comes ace, 5, ace. And Mac makes... And wow, he bets 900 into this pot. And gets Poker Kenneth quickly jettisons in his hand. They are discussing with that flop coming ace 5 ace. If Vadim had stayed in that flop with the ace king, he would have flopped 3 aces and been miles ahead with the queen against the queen 10 and the 2 queens, knowing that with 2 queens and a queen 10 in play, only the case queen would have been available to try to hit anyone else to make their hand. Action's gonna be on Mac. He's going to lay it down. Vadim's going to lay it down over to JP. He makes it 20 to go with Jack 10. Poker Kenneth calls with the 9-6. Wood folds the king 6. Oh, back to... Okay. And K-Jack's going to put in a 3-bet. He's going to make it 80 to go. Alex with 10-8 of hearts. He's going to fold. JP with Jack 10 off. He's going to make the call. And Poker Kenneth with 9-6 offsuit. Here's the flop.
Oh, I'm surprised that it's at low.
The flop comes 5 ace queen. K-Jack's flop top pair. JP has a straight draw. And K-Jack leading out. He's gonna bet 150. JP does have a straight draw and a backdoor flush draw. Gonna make the laydown, and K-Jack is gonna pick up this pot. Here are our chip counts, including a few of our new players here at the table. As we go into our next hand here, Mac with Queen 4. He's going to lay it down. Vadim with Ace 10. He's going to make it 20 to go. JP folds over to Poker Kenneth. He's got Queen Jack. He's going to make the call. Everyone else is folded around. Back to Mike. Mike's going to make the call. Mike has Jack 9. Here's the flop. The flop comes 7, 8, King, 2 diamonds, no help to any player. Mike does pick up a straight draw, and Vadim is going to quickly lead out for 40. Here's the turn. Oh, excuse me. It goes check. And the turn is a 6. That does give Mike now an open-end straight draw. But it is Vadim with the ace 10 that's still ahead. Vadim also does pick up straight draw as well. Vadim bets 100. Everyone calls, and then it goes check, check. 3 off spades on the river, and it's going to be the ace high of Vadim's ace high that's going to take down this pot. As we look in again on some comments, we said Scalawag's on Friday night on the Fella, my favorite card room. Good luck, everyone, and flop 'em dead. Thank you so much. I can almost appreciate that everyone that does see this stream will appreciate that as well. We go to our next hand out. See Vadim with the 4-3 folds. It gets folded over to Poker Canish. He folds. Wood calls with the 9-7. K-Jack folds the 10-3. Action on Alex. He's got King 8 of hearts. But look out, folks. Mike's got 2 kings and makes it 75 to go. I don't think this is going to go past. This is going to go past anything. I think Alex is going to lay this one down. No. He puts in the re-raise to 175. He makes the call. Wow. And the flop comes Queen 8 Queen. Look out, folks. This could spell fireworks. Mike checks and Alex bets 375. Wow, this is going to be this will be a tough call, folks, because if he's willing to call 375, if he's willing to make he called 170, he put in the re-raise, and now you're sitting with 2 kings, but now the board has 2 queens on there. Ace, queen, king, queen. So many combinations that beat 2 kings right now. And he's thinking about that. He's thinking of that too, because he's thinking exactly that that Alex made this play with ace queen. I mean, it's hard to make. And no, you're looking at you're sitting there with 2 kings, and you're looking at an overpair to the board. But the fact that he 3-bets you with the 2 kings, you smooth call, and then the board puts 2 queens out there. And Wow, I mean, this is very gutsy of him. The fact that he's doing this and having a conversation with this guy. That's the, wow. He is literally selling the, wow, this is a master acting performance. He's literally trying to sell a queen. Alex is trying to sell a queen to Mike. Alex is trying to sell a queen to Mike hard. He is desperately trying to sell a queen. And with the follow-up bet of 375 into this pot, makes the call. Oh, Mike moves all in. Mike moves all in. He read it right, but he's going to make the call. And he rolls over the kings, makes an absolute astute call. Didn't read into him at all. And it's going to, I think they said they're going to run it twice. There's the 10, and the river's a jack. Alex loses both runouts with Mike's 2 kings holdout. He really tried desperately. He tried very hard to try to get Mike, to sell Mike that he had a queen, but Mike was able to read, take his time, read the pot astutely, and ends up winning the pot.
Alright guys, we're gonna one hand of Omaha, $50 flip.
All right, folks, as we have our new dealer in Scott, we are doing another $50 4-card flip. Again, for those that are just maybe tuning into this, that means everybody will get 4 cards, and we will run out a board. The best 2 cards out of that person's 4-card hand against the 5 on the board will win this pot.
That's a good point.
I forgot it was Omaha. So I'm like, how do I get them all on? Alright, I need Mac and this whole side of the table.
Just rub it on the square.
Put all 4 of them down.
Everyone else, we're good?
I just need Mac. Take that top card and slide down the bottom. Got it.
All right, folks, here we go. As the cards fill in, it is, oh, well, it looks like it is, so far, and a king now gives Vladimir the best pair, 2 pair with kings and 7s. Here's the river. It's a king. Even the king of clubs gave Poker Kenneth a club flush, but it's Vadim with a full house, kings full of 7s, that's going to win this pot. And I believe, folks, that is Vadim's 2nd consecutive 4-card flip win.
Button is on Mike's.
Specified what club you wanted, right?
I know.
And break even.
Actually, bring it for that.
We should just do flips all day.
That'd be dangerous.
I practice one part a lot, that's why. I'm good in that, you know?
Probably be better off just going.
Even bigger.
9:30.
All right.
Okay, I thought you were telling me you took that.
Okay, folks, I've just had to just do a quick update. just found out, our guys, we will be streaming this 2-5 cash game until 10 p.m. So, and as we are just a little over 3.5 hours into this, we will be streaming it until the 10 o'clock hour to take it for you to take advantage of this wonderful Friday night 2-5 pop-up cash game.
The guy with the purple shirt up there. Give me just a second. I gotta change this back to full.
We were just having a slight update adjustment, and for good reasons. Here we go with a flop. Wood with 2 jacks. K-Jack calls with 7-5. A $25 raise, and it goes check, check. The ace on the turn gives K-Jack a straight draw. Wood's going to bet 50 into this, and K-Jack's going to make the call. And the king on the river so far, if Wood holds on to these 2 jacks, he's going to win this pot. He checks. And he bets 110 on the river. Now, those are the worst 2 cards you want to see with that kind of board, is that when it runs out, when you're sitting with 2 jacks and then 2 overcards turn river, it is a very difficult call to make with just 2 jacks when an ace and a king, and there's a straight draw on the board. He's sitting there. If he can make a crying call, he's going to be able to win the pot. Wow, he makes the call, and he's going to win the pot with the 2 jacks. Excellent call there. Here are our chip counts again. Poker Canada has given some of the, given a little bit back in regards of with the fact of him running so well tonight. Still way above his initial buy-in.
6102.
Going across the stream, everybody's gonna start pranking you, Eric.
Action's gonna be on JP with the 5-4 off. He's gonna fold Poker Kenneth with the 98 O's. He's gonna make it 40 to go. K-Jack, he's gonna fold. Mike folds. Mac folds. Vadim folds. Eric folds, and it looks like JP is going to pick. Excuse me. It looks like Poker Kenneth's gonna pick up another pot. As I look into the chat, Eddie saying, doing a great job, Craig, at the home in the recliner eating ice cream. Yummy ice cream. Scallywag Company online poker for me tonight, unfortunately, but I'm there in spirit and in live stream. Thank you again. Of course, Eddie and Scallywag mentioning regards on the hand a few moments ago, where Mike had 2 kings, Alex had a king 8, with a queen 8 queen flop. Alex tried to put an overbet to the pot on the flop to convince Mike that he had a queen, but he astutely decided to ship it all in with his 2 kings and ended up winning the pot. Action now over to King K-Jack. He makes the raise with 4-3 of diamonds. Vadim with queen 10 of spades. He makes the call. And Poker Kenneth again, he's going to put in the 3-bet again. He makes it 85 to go with Ace King. K-Jack just has been just trying to be able to try to catch Poker Kenneth in any kind of spot, and he just has not been able to do so at all in this so far. And the flop, oh, what a flop for Vadim. He's flopped top pair with an open-ended straight flush draw. They go check, check over to Vadim. He bets 125, and Poker Kenneth's going to make the call. And the 8 on the river gives Vadim a queen high straight. Action over to Poker Kenneth. He checks. He puts out a bet. Kenneth folds, and he's going to win the pot. Poker Kenneth, again, I think has been probably the most aggressive player at the table. I mean, there is a reason why how you get a big stack of chips, but also in the same light. It does give you a lot of play as well. It's just a question on how you manage them. Actions over to Wood again. He's got Jack 8 of clubs under the gun. Gonna make the call. K-Jack with 8-5. He's gonna make the call. Mac with 7-6. He's gonna make the call. Vadim. Vadim he's gonna fold. Eric with the 8. With the ace deuce double down, he's gonna fold. JP with 10-4 of diamonds, and Poker Kenneth, he can't help himself. He's gonna make the raise to 40. Wood's gonna make the call over to K-Jack. He's gonna make the call. Mac's gonna make the call. JP in the small blind lays it down. We're going 4 ways to the flop. It comes 10-6-3. Mac has a pair of 6s. And it all goes check, check. And the 5 of spades now gives Mac a pair of 6s and a straight draw. And K-Jack has moved all in with the 5s and the flush draw. Mac put to a tough decision. Is going to lay it down. Action over to Poker Canada. He's going to fold. And Wood with just Jack high. He's going to lay it down. K-Jack needing to try to get some traction at this table. And he's going to win the pot. Here is our pre-flop raises. It has been the Mike and Poker Canada show. K-Jack and Vadim in a close second with Eric and Wood. And Mac, of course, JP hasn't had a chance to be at this 2-5 game on our live stream arena too much longer in regards on to create a healthy amount of pre-flop raises. Here we are, folks. This is hand 102 of our live stream 2-5 surprise Friday night cash game. Action's going to be on K-Jack. He's got Motown Jackson 5. He's going to make the raise to 10, and Vadim's going to raise to 30 with King 10. It's going to call around, and Wood's got 2 6s.
Possibly 6 of diamonds, that's all. Maybe he saw 6 of diamonds, that's all. Play on. Play on.
Here's the flop. It comes 3-4 ace, and it is the aforementioned 2 6s that are the best hand. K-Jack does have a straight draw, and the 10 of clubs now gives Vadim the best hand with a pair of 10s with a king kicker, but it's going to be JP that leads out with the 10s with the 9 kicker, and bets 40 in the pot, and Vadim he's going to make the call, and oh, what a river card. It gives both gentlemen 3 10s, but Vadam's kicker is going to play. JP bets 75. And Vadam puts in the raise. JP makes the quick call for 225, and he's going to see that he is just out kicked. Vadam picking up some big hands late in this part of the stream after winning 2 consecutive flips. He has started to pick up some momentum. It's picked up a couple pots for him.
It's interesting. What if he's wrong? No, I understand.
Again, folks, thank you all for tuning in regards of our Friday night live stream cash game. Again, if you would like to be a part of this, by all means, reach out to us on any of our social media platforms, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or you can send an email with your contact information and the games you're interested in playing on the stream at info@thepokerhouse.com. Action's going to be, we're going 5 ways to the flop of 499. JP has flopped 3 9s. And unfortunately, no one really has anything of anything else. So when he puts out this bet of 80, I don't think anybody's going to call this down. I think it's just going to go fold across. And Eric's going to fold down, and JP's going to pick up that pot. Hard situation when after you just got out pipped with 3 10s and you wake up with 3 9s and you can't get any action. It's difficult, but you got to kind of try to, you got to keep plugging away at it.
No headphones. How many chips do you have? 9? Or
And as we are in the wrapping up into this last half hour of the live stream, we do pick up a new player.
no. Did you come to the right table? All right, that's okay. You can leave after this hit.
And apparently he did not sit at the right table.
Take your $5 and leave if you want to. We're good with this? Yeah.
As in, Mac calls, JP raised to 20, and Poker Kenneth is literally trying to rogue this pot. He makes it 100 to go, 120 to go, and K-Jack has moved all in with K-Jack. K-Jack said, if you're gonna climb uphill, good luck to you. Poker Kenneth cannot attempt to make this call with 3 deuce. I know you've been running well tonight, but I can't see how you could call off over 200 with he makes the call. They're gonna run this twice. It comes 10-8-5. 5 on the turn. Ace on the river. That K-Jack's gonna win the first one. And then he hits a deuce, but then he turns a king. And K-Jack is gonna scoop this pot. What? I'm like, as I just had our live stream guru, Eric Almighty Anderson, come in the booth.
What's happening, partner?
We just saw Poker Kenneth call on all in for over 200 with 3 deuce.
Oh, yeah. And they ran it twice. Listen to this. Table talk.
Do we want to do 2 bigs? No, we can play regular poker. Well, no, I'm just saying.
He
want to do 2 bigs, because then you'll be small.
Okay, did you see what happened with the guy who sat down in the big blind?
Yeah.
He sits down and goes,
is this a bomb pot table? I said, are you at the wrong table? He says, I think so. And so they said, give him his $5 back, let him leave.
Right.
And so now they're going, well, what do we do now? And I said, nobody cares about the $5. Just go dead small and continue. So,
But through all of this, we saw K-Jack rip it all in with King Jack.
yep.
And to have Poker Kenneth call with,
What do you have? He didn't show.
3 deuce.
Oh, and then he hit his deuce on
And
the
he
second
hit his
flop.
deuce, but thankfully then the king comes on the turn. You're sitting here going, there's the bottom of of a person's range, and then there's the absolute bottom of the deck.
Right? Yeah, that's the basement.
I think he's one of, now, obviously, folks, it's important that as we continue to try to expand with more live stream cash games, more live stream events, that we obviously, Eric and myself, as regards on filling a proper building that proper team. Although, we did work with a practice deck that had like 6 deuces.
Oh.
I think he needed the deck with 6 deuces in order to find some way to win any of that pot.
Yeah, that was a good morning.
But wow, we've had that surprise 2-5 cash game had a lot of action. It seemed like Poker Kenneth was running very well, and then most recently he's given a little bit of it back.
So at 8 o'clock when they sat down, Poker Kenneth said, "I'm leaving at 9:30."
Oh no!
And the one seat you see is racking up right now. Poker leaves in at 9:30 in another 10-15 minutes. Pull up the VPIP percentages. I can't, Eddie. That was 15 minutes ago. The game, everybody's gone.
It's like Eddie, always the analytical, even sitting in his recliner eating ice cream. Thanks, man, for letting us know. As we are, knowing that we are, I guess, winding up this 2-5 cash game.
Yeah, we just got 15 minutes to go.
Again, here are some of the ship counts, but as you can see, most of the Poker Kenneth has slightly given some of his profit back from his all-time high that he was at.
This is probably why the game broke. You can see the 2 players who have all the chips are leaving.
Yes.
And so it breaks up, and these guys are going to get spread out around the room.
Yes, everyone. As much as this 2-5 game on this stream will probably be breaking shortly, there is still a lot of cash game action in the room.
A lot of action.
Lots of action.
I think we have 12 tables out there right now.
Oh my, that tells you folks. So believe me, even though this live stream table is coming to an end, we have a mess of tables available on the main floor that will be going into the daylight, and literally into the daylight in most cases.
Oh yes.
And maybe our live stream guru Eric can actually get more than 3 hours of sleep.
My wife texted me yesterday. She goes, "Are you still at work?" And I said, "Because we have fine friends, so she knows where I'm at all times." And I said, "Yeah." She goes, "When do you get done?" I said, I gave her a shruggy emoji. "Didn't you go in at 7?" Yes. It was I think it was 11 o'clock when she said that. So I was on 16 hours, and at 1:30 I texted her, "Okay, we're done now." So, I just love being here.
Believe me, I can understand that, Eric, but you also need sleep too.
A little bit.
A little bit of sleep. I'm making sure I say your wife's name is like Kristen. Is her
Kristen, yeah, my beautiful wife, Kristen. She'll be flying down here, I think next weekend.
Oh yay! So, Kristen, I'm trying desperately trust me, I was trying are we done with the stream? If only for the fact, so that way your husband can attempt to sleep at all. I mean, are we sure he doesn't have vampire blood for as much as he stays up?
I'm not leaving when this is done, though. I'll go help with that tournament and just make sure everything's happy here. So,
folks, that I have a charity bowling tournament to go to in the morning.
Oh, it's Saturday.
Yes.
Oh, you were supposed to be at an Earth, Wind, and Fire concert tonight. What happened to that?
Well, that's just it. My friend that was helping me in regards to that, because he knew He knew one of the members. Obviously, this is how it all happened. We used to work together many years ago at a luxury hotel in Las Colinas. And one day, I believe it was it was Earth, Wind, and Fire, one of their last. Oh, we found another pair of his reading glasses. That gives him like probably 3 now.
The over.
They actually ended up staying at our hotel where my friend was head of security and introduced me to them. It was I believe, their last stadium concert at Texas Stadium. And I got a chance to meet them briefly in the lobby. Now, since then, amongst the probably God knows how many tens of millions of albums they sold, all their platinum records. And of course, I did not realize, but a couple years ago, they were honored with the Kennedy Center honors.
Okay.
And so that tells you something about this. But unfortunately, he could not get a hold of any of them tonight, and I did it for an alternative reason, but it's okay. So because I know as soon as I get done here, I'm starving. I'm going to try to quickly wrap here and
I forgot to eat today.
And go get some food. But the thing is, I did eat early because I knew we were going to go through. There's a lot of things in regards on planning for the stream, the things that upcoming things that we are working on.
Eddie says, "Are we streaming tomorrow?" I plan on streaming the. What is it, a 280 tournament tomorrow?
Yeah, that's our Saturday deep stacks.
I'll stream that final table. Is the plan. Oh, did you tell them all tournaments starting Monday?
Oh, that's right.
Will be
Thanks.
6 p.m.
Yes, folks. That is the disclaimer. I almost forgot to go in. Starting on Monday for our Monday tournament. Our Monday tournament. Now, all tournaments now are weeknight tournaments. All will start at 6 o'clock. Registration will end on all tournaments at 8:15.
Yeah, we tweaked the structure, made it a little bit too good. So the tournaments were going till 1 in the morning, and we said, hey, let's try to get out of here by midnight. And it's either give them a bad structure or start earlier, and we chose start earlier.
Right.
Because I want to give them a good structure to play with. We also, the double board PLO bomb pot was so exciting. We are running it 4 times a week.
Oh wow! It went from 2 to 4.
So we're going Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, 10 a.m. Double board bomb pot. Something exciting happened in the tournament area.
Indeed.
So they decided they did not want to run the flip, the Omaha flip. They do a little, tally of the board of the players, and they said, I'll do it if everybody wants to do it. And a couple of guys said, I don't want to do it.
No,
okay, fine, let's go.
It's one of those things where I think I said Vadim had, before he had left, he actually had won the last 2 flips.
Yeah,
he hadn't been
3.
Oh, 3. He won 3.
He won 2 out of 3.
He won 2 out of 3 flips, and then the last flip, he actually winning a couple hands after that. It was a big, for Francis Love, it was a big momentum changer. It's like he hadn't been picking up any hands, then he wins a couple flips, then he wins a couple hands. It's like, I think that was the only thing that he was actually doing well on was the flips. But that tells you something, folks. So all the exciting things that we are now introducing here at Poker House of Dallas. We have our live stream arena is built. Actually, you can see this is our 3rd night of live stream cash games. We had a double dip last night where we had a double dip Wednesday night where we had a live stream cash game, and we had the final table, which as you had a chance to see through social media, see us look like we just got hit with an electric rod.
That was a super exciting final table.
Absolutely.
Especially for a $100 buy-in with like $1,500 for first place. I mean, a small tournament, but it was super fun to watch.
Absolutely, folks, which tells you anything. It's important. We do provide excellent value and quality with. Go ahead.
Speaking of value and quality, we are working on a 10K guaranteed $125 tournament on Sunday. It might be a couple of weeks down the road, but that's one we're working on. That's going to be big.
Oh wow!
10K guarantee on a $125 tournament.
Wow, folks, that's like a 10K guarantee buy-in. I mean, knowing with the right, if the numbers hit, Sunday afternoon, you get a chance to watch some football. Hey, maybe walk out with a couple grand.
Oh, we're You were there. We're going to have a short deck tournament.
That's right, folks. I almost went. I didn't want to.
Fun day, not yet, but like next week maybe.
Coming soon. I guess one of those things. Coming soon.
It'll be a low buy-in, like another $125, $150 buy-in, a lower buy-in. Short deck. I've never played short deck. We're going to stream it because we have the capability.
Wow, folks, that tells you something. So now, for those that are not aware of what short deck is, that means, if I make sure this is accurate, they take out all the 2s through 6s.
I think 2 through 5.
2 through 5?
And 6, I might be wrong. I don't know.
We'll have to.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. We'll know when you get here.
Absolutely. We're going to have a chance to verify in regards on a couple things. But for those that are aware of short deck, I know it is an exciting game. Not a lot of I know we would be one of the first places that does anything in regards on short deck. But as I look at the updated ones, it says short deck hold'em, also known as six plus, is where all the deuces through 5s are removed to make the total deck of just 36 cards.
That's what I thought. I wasn't positive.
And one of the most notable things is that in short deck, a flush beats a full house.
And trips, there's different ways to play. Some play trips beat straight. Some play straights beat trip. We'll have to decide which way we're going to play because the RFID software handles either variant. So we can check it out.
Okay, folks. Well, that tells you anything.
So Poker Kenneth said, I'm leaving. So I took him out of the system, and then he said, wait, one more hand. So I put him back in the system, but we don't have his cards because the computer thought he already left.
Right.
So he 3-bets to 30.
Mm-hmm.
K-Jack calls. It goes check on the flop. K-Jack turns the ace and checks again.
Uh-huh.
And Poker says, I'm going to value bet this 15.
And K-Jack comes with the raise.
He makes it 45, and Poker goes, okay, you got me. All right, and that's the last hand. We're all done now.
Well, there you go, folks. These are the final chip counts. It had initially been Poker Kenneth that had doubled his buy-in, but unfortunately through, I won't say...
Now, that last stat showed he had 2K. That's just because I typed in 2K quickly. He was over 3.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go, folks. I mean, he didn't give it all back, but he was highly aggressive. Caught some cards, I believe it was the ace high flush against the set that pretty much had built the bulk of that stack. I believe that was almost a $1,700 pot. But as this winds down, and I have Eric in the booth with me with a lot of bringing down to you, the viewer, a lot of things that are getting ready to come through here, and you definitely want to be a part of it with the fact of the short deck, the 10K Sunday Fun Day guaranteed tournament, 4 bomb pot tournaments in the morning, 10 a.m. for those that like to have poker with their coffee.
Yes.
And, of course, the big one.
The birthday bash?
The birthday bash tournament next month. $150,000 guaranteed birthday bash that is headlined by one of our beloved GMs, Danielle McWilliams. It's her birthday. And what's the best way for her birthday? Fly her to London? Let her chill on the beach in Hawaii? Go party in New Orleans? No! We're going to host a tournament in her honor.
It'll be fun, super fun. We are running satellites for that tournament every Tuesday at 6 o'clock. We had our first one last week, and 5 people qualified.
Oh, wow.
Already. So we've already had 5 people in that tournament. I expect the guaree's 150. What's your line? 250?
I said 350.
350. Ooh, 350.
I said 350 for the fact of the matter is that a lot of people...
Short deck tournament on Sunday, Eddie.
Oh, there we go. A lot of people wanted us to see how we would do with the Summer Jam tournament. and for the fact we did 100K buy-in. I mean, excuse me, not 100K buy-in. We did 100K guarantee,
We got 200
and we got
plus.
205 out of it with a structure that we only started things a week and a half out from when the actual tournament is.
Right.
Now we're starting with satellites 6 weeks out. I'm almost positive.
I agree that is going to crush. It's going to crush. We are also, some changes we're doing is moving our big tournament to Friday night instead of the $175 bounty that they're having right now. We're going to make that a $300 bounty.
Oh, wow.
With instead of a instead of a $50, 2 green chips,
Right.
We're going to call it a black chip bounty tournament. So it's a $100 bounty on a $300 buy-in. So that'll be our Friday night tournament. It's going to be big. I expect we're going to change our Saturday tournament. We're going to actually lower the buy-in on that.
Oh, wow.
Make it a more recreational, friendly $125 tournament. Is what we're talking about. I'm not positive if we've decided on that, but I think that's what we're going to do for Saturday.
Okay, we're going to flip on the camera here since we've already switched over. Okay, there we are. So we've got both.
Let's play tomorrow. Hey, Eddie, if you want to come down, let's do this. If you want to come down tomorrow, we can stream a game, short deck, just to see how it works. The software also handles Pineapple, and I couldn't figure out how that works, so I'm going to have to do some research on it. But I've never played short deck. If you want to come down and play tomorrow, we'll test it out before the tournament. I actually really like that idea, Eddie. Come down and hang out with us.
There you go, folks. Obviously, the gentleman he speaks about is Fast Eddie Izinga, who is the gentleman that's usually in the booth with me, or if you've seen any part of social media over the last couple days, he's the one that is freaking out with me when we go. A couple of nights ago during one of our weeknight tournaments, that's been going across social media in regards on that. But we are greatly appreciated in regards on him being a part of all that and being a part of all the things that we have here at Poker House of Dallas. And since our live stream table is wrapping up, Eric, I think that's going to put a wrap on us as well. Right?
I think we're done. Let's go eat something.
Absolutely. So, everyone, thank you all for tuning in this Friday night with our surprise 2-5 no limit cash game here in the live stream arena at Poker House of Dallas. For all the dealers, our host, our servers, management team, everyone here, the live stream guru, Eric the Almighty Anderson. I'm Craig Dobson. Thank you very much for tuning with us here.